Be the first. That is the title of the poem we'll be treating today. And I want to say a very big welcome to everybody, and to also commend and to thank everybody that have been watching my contents, reading my poems, sharing them. I'm very, very grateful, and I remain humbled and loyal. So today we'll be analyzing the poem Be the First. And as usual, I'll gently and calmly read this poem, and then I'll give an analysis as to the reason why I wrote this poem. So if you guys are ready, I am ready too. So the poem goes thus. No warrior will save you except you redeem yourself. No charming prince will desire you except you admire yourself. No congregation will want you except you need yourself. No army will fight for you except you fight for yourself. Nobody will give anything to you except you earn it by yourself. No goddess will wish you good except you wish yourself. No one will speak for you except you speak out by yourself. No voice will commend you except you appreciate yourself. So that is the poem we'll be analyzing today. And the spirit and letters behind this poem is to make us understand that 90% of what we are facing actually starts and ends with us. 90% of whatever we desire actually depends on us. In this world, it has been known that most of the times it is what you do that people see. If you keep it in within your heart, most people would not know if you have such desires or if you want something. So if you want your voice to be heard, you cannot keep quiet. You need to speak up. So I would start with the first stanza and then give a slight explanation until we get to the last stanza of this poem. So the first stanza says, no warrior would save you except you save yourself. If you are in a battling situation, you are the first warrior you have. You need to first battle the situation you are in before someone else might lend a helping hand. And then for those of us that are desiring love and attention, there is no way somebody would admire you if you have not made yourself admirable. That is to say, if I want somebody to love me, I must first love myself. That is how it works. The second stanza says, no congregation will want you except you need yourself. Nobody would want to associate with somebody who has not proven himself worthy of it. No congregation will want to have somebody who does not present himself in the way the congregation would want the person to be. It does not mean you need to change your identity, no. But you must present yourself in a way that somebody or some congregation of people would be desirable or desirous of having you among them. For example, if you are a teacher, you cannot present yourself not as a teacher if you want to be in the congregation of teachers. In the same way, if you are a poet, you cannot present yourself as a non-poet and expected to be accepted in the congregation of poets rather. So that is what that stanza of this poem is alluding to. The third stanza says, nobody will give anything to you except you earn it. And this stanza is quite straightforward. What you give is what you get. You cannot sleep on your bed and expect miracle to fall on your laps. It doesn't work that way. If you want something, you must work for it. There must be a degree of work that you must put into whatever you desire. And then the last part of that stanza says, no goddess will wish you good except you wish yourself. So you must be the first goddess, the first god, demigod, that would wish good things to himself before something else out of your persona would agree and perhaps allow it to get to you. So all good things, yes, they come from God, but you must desire it first. You must ask for it, and you must be ready to work for it. Then the last stanza says, no one will speak for you except you speak out by yourself. You cannot be in a damning situation. You might be going through an oppression, and then you keep quiet, expecting that somebody somewhere will speak on your behalf. No, it doesn't work that way. Everybody is facing their own battle in life. So you must learn to speak up and speak out. If you are in a bad situation, if somebody is treating you the way you don't like, if a situation is treating you the way you don't like, it is important that you speak up and speak out. A solution might just be by the corner. That is what those two lines of this last stanza is talking about. Then the last two lines says, no voice will commend you except you appreciate yourself. Once in a while, we need to take out time and say thank you to yourself. Because nobody would naturally want to appreciate you. Everybody wants to be appreciated. So you must be the first person to say, oh, I have done well. Even if I had not gotten 100%, I got 60%, I got 70%, I need to appreciate myself. I have done wonderfully well. Everybody cannot get 100%. At times, we are built to get perhaps 70 or 80, and that is good. You need to be able to tell yourself, I tried. You need to be able to tell yourself, thank you. You need to be able to appreciate yourself, to give yourself a treat, to give yourself a break. All these are the necessary ingredients in making life balanced and desirable. So as the title of this poem goes, you need to be the first. If you desire to be somewhere, you need to take the first step. Everything in life depends and starts, and in fact, to a large extent, ends with you. So I hope after reading this poem and listening to me reading it, you'll be able to make up your mind to make yourself the first person, to make yourself the first instance in whatever desire or in whatever goal you intend to achieve. It does not mean you need to be greedy. No. You need to be the first to take the step. And that is what this poem is pointing us to. As I said before, I hope this poem will be able to push somebody, inspire somebody, help somebody to see themselves as the first instance in whatever situation they find themselves. And I want to speak to everybody or anybody that is in a difficult situation. You need to take it easy on yourself. There are a lot of people who went to prison and they came out and they became the worst version of themselves before they even went into the prison. And most of them, the excuse they give is because I went to prison. Going to prison is not a red card or an excuse that you cannot make good out of your life. No. Some people did not enjoy the love of their parents. It is not an excuse for you not to make good out of your life. Yes, you've been to prison. Yes, you have suffered vices. But it doesn't end here. You need to be the first to make that initiative move to bring yourself out of whatever situation you have experienced in the past. The power is in your hands. So once again, I want to thank everybody for taking out their time to watch this video. I am very grateful. If there is any part of this poem that you enjoyed the most, kindly drop it in the comment section. Until we see again next time. Thank you very much, and I love you all. Mwah. Bye-bye.